It was supposed to be a celebration, 100 years of history, entertainment, and hospitality. 100 years of MGM Resorts, one of the world's largest and most iconic hotel and casino operators. But on Sunday, September 10, 2023, the dream turned into a nightmare. A group of hackers calling themselves a Scattered Spider launched a devastating cyber attack on the company's IT systems, encrypting or deleting data, disrupting operations, and causing chaos across their vast properties. The event affected millions of customers and employees who faced long queues, manual check-ins, cash-only payments, malfunctioning machines, and locked rooms. Some even feared for their safety and security as they were left in the dark about what was happening. Who were these hackers? What did they want? How did they manage to breach the defenses? And what were the consequences for the company and its stakeholders? Beginning around 9:30 in the morning, the hackers targeted the IT help desk in Las Vegas, Nevada. They used social engineering techniques like impersonating employees and making phone calls as internal members to try tricking the help desk staff into giving them access to their networks. Once they gained access, they unleashed a wave of destruction. They encrypted or deleted information from various servers and databases, rendering them inaccessible or unusable. They also disabled or corrupted most of the operations of the company and all its subsidiaries. The group was sure to leave behind a ransom note on the affected computers, proclaiming their group's name and demands. Having not been detected until around 11:30 in the morning, when members of the crew and customers started to notice some anomalies, but by then it was too late to stop or contain the unfolding events. The hackers had already compromised most of the network. The security staff tried to isolate and restore the affected areas, but they faced many challenges in doing so by having to deal with a large and complex web that spanned across multiple countries. They also had to cope with a lack of backups, outdated software, and weak security measures. The attack lasted for several days, causing widespread disruption and chaos across the operations. The company had to resort to manual or alternative methods to run its operations and serve its paying attendees. However, these methods were slow, inefficient, and unreliable. Many customers and employees were frustrated and angry over the situation. Some even decided to cancel their reservations or leave the locations altogether. The hackers threatened to leak some of the stolen data if MGM did not pay a ransom of $50 million in Bitcoin. However, they did not specify a deadline or provide any proof of their claim. They also communicated with TechCrunch, a technology news website, via email. Claiming to be a Western hacking group that had a moral code and did not target hospitals, schools, or governments, they said they targeted corrupt and greedy organizations which they accused of exploiting workers and the vulnerable public. They said they wanted to expose the obvious security flaws and vulnerabilities as a way of warning other organizations or customers about the risks of doing business with them. The hackers did not reveal their exact motive or goal for the attack. However, some experts speculated that they wanted to disrupt the resort's business during one of its busiest seasons, as Las Vegas was hosting several major events including concerts, sports matches, and conventions. Some also speculated that they wanted to embarrass and damage its reputation, as they were celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. Bill Hornbuckle, the company's CEO, finally issued a statement on Monday, September 11th, apologizing to everyone for the inconvenience and assuring them that the establishment was working to resolve the issue and restore its operations. He also said that the company had notified the authorities and was cooperating with them in the investigation. IT staff worked around the clock to isolate and restore the affected systems and data. They faced many challenges and difficulties like a large and complex network, a lack of backups, outdated software, and weak security measures. They also had to deal with the hackers' encryption and deletion methods, which made some of the data irrecoverable or unusable. They hired external experts and consultants to assist them in the recovery process. This included cybersecurity firms, forensic analysts, and crisis management specialists. These would assist in performing a complete assessment of the damage, working to identify the vulnerabilities and implement the needed solutions. Communicating with the relevant parties through various channels like social media, phone calls, and press releases, providing updates on the situation, offering assistance and guidance, and answering questions and concerns. The company also took many measures to prevent or mitigate future assaults by upgrading its software, strengthening its security protocols, training its staff, and conducting audits and reviews. They also joined forces with other organizations in the industry to share information and best practices on cybersecurity. The response to the attack was not flawless or smooth. They made some mistakes and faced some criticism along the way. Some were dissatisfied or unhappy with their response. Competitors and rivals took advantage of their situation, and some of their regulators and investors questioned their performance and accountability. However, the response to the attack was also not hopeless or futile. They showed some resilience and determination in dealing with the crisis. Managing to restore most of their systems and data within a week, they maintained some of their customer loyalty and workplace morale. The cyber attack on MGM Resorts in September was a major disruption for the hotel and casino giant, as well as a serious threat for the entire industry. This ultimately ended up affecting several establishment properties in Las Vegas and other cities, causing shutdowns and outages that impacted many aspects of their operations. The future of the resorts and the hotel and casino industry is uncertain and dynamic.